Hello, my lovely people. Hi. Y'all see me with my beautiful notes. I'm gonna take them out, but I just want to chit chat. So this is Yappa Chronicles Volume 2. What is Yappa Chronicles? It's me just yapping my life away about whatever I want to yap about. It could be things I've seen on social media, pop culture, just me just yapping my life away. So let's begin. So the first topic that I want to talk about is posting your children online or just children reality TV and all that. What am I gonna mix today? Okay, so how did I get into this feeling of this topic? So I was on YouTube. I'm on YouTube like every other damn day. I just like watching YouTube. It's just a good pastime to watch because I have had shows that I started watching but I haven't gone back to yet. I just attention span of a freaking goldfish, I'll tell you that. So any horrors. I was watching like a little clip of Northwest. Y'all know who Kit that is. If you don't know, you live under a rock. That's fine. Everybody doesn't pay attention to everybody on pop culture. That is Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's daughter. Their oldest, their first. So it was a clip from, I'm assuming their show, Keep It Up with the Kardashians. And, you know, just a clip from about, you know, her talking via of like, I believe the Met Gala last year. Obviously it's not gonna be this year because it's an old filmmate. So she's just, you know, being adorable, eating popcorn, I guess with like an assistant or something. And she's watching and waiting for her mom to show up. And she's like, oh my God, that girl's really pretty. And then she's like, oh, all these girls need to stop wearing pearls like my mommy. Just something real light like that. Nothing serious. Literally, she's 10, 11 years old, one of those two ages. And the comments were crazy. And I'm not shocked at this point about comments, but to know that these are potentially adults behind these accounts saying these things about a 10-year-old is just really wicked to me and really just low down and gutter and just like miserable. Because granted, you don't have to like the Kardashians. That is fine and dandy. There is nobody pointing a gun to head to make you like these people. But to come after the kids is just bona fide weird to me. And to like sit here and assume things about this child from like a small clip of a TV show, a reality TV show at that, is just crazy to me. To be like assuming, like to diagnose her with certain mental you know, issues like her dad has, and to sit here and assume that she's not gonna have any friends growing up because she's entitled and she's a brat. She's 10. Most kids at 10 always gonna have that Mimi attitude because they don't understand that like the world does not revolve around her. Does her having money and all that probably play into an extra pretense of that? Maybe. But to like assume all this personality about her and like how she's gonna grow up to be like, all based on a small clip of her, is just really weird. And as an adult to like be like, she's so annoying, like I would hate to be in the presence of her. I'm gonna be real with you, you would never be in the presence of her. You just won't. Let's just be real, you'll never be in the presence of her. But to like say that about a child is just so wicked to me. It's just so weird to me to be like saying all these things about a little girl. It's just so weird. And then to be like, no, we're not talking about her, we're talking about, you know, Kim's parenting. You cannot rely on a whole parenting skill of someone just based on a little clip. Like, I just can't. And I think that's just the sad part about people who are in reality shows who put their kids on it, because you basically subject your kids to like all types of scrutiny from like a bunch of random people that don't know them, like thinking about like, you know, the John and Kate plus 8 kids who like had to succumb literally being children on reality TV, and just all the other ones. And it's just like, oh my God, like if you're gonna be on reality TV, just don't put your kids on it. Like just keep your kids off of it. Like, or just show them like real brief. Like do not show a whole bunch, I guess, if you are gonna put them on. But it's just like, it takes me back to like when people, they don't run their account of like, oh, I'm gonna show my kid all the time on my social media account. they'll just show their kids occasionally on their account, or they'll show a cute moment of like their kid on their, you know, on their Instagram account. And like the way people will act about just this small clip, it would just assume this like person's entire life and how their kid behaves based on this small little clip. Is just astronomically crazy to me. I'm just like people will show like their kid with like a dog or a cat, and then people will come in here like they are like professional grade A, you know, veterinarians, and you know, and like pet owners, because they had a cat, and they just like assuming all these things. Or like the dog, and like the dog's gonna just like rip your kid apart, and you know, be careful, don't do, like, you are not in these people's houses. Like, stop assuming things you don't know. You are not in these people's homes. Like, please be normal. Like, why you can't see a cute clip like of a child bonding with a cat or a dog and be like, oh, keep pushing? No, everybody has to give their unsolicited advice about what they think is going to potentially happen to the little kid with the dog or the cat. Like, oh my God, like it's just so miserable, like, seeing this. And I'm just like, this is why I get why like certain celebrities or people in general that are not even celebrities don't post their kids on social media. You get it more and more now, because it's just like people just swear they think they know everything, and it's like, baby girl, you don't. People swear they CPS. Like, no, you are not. No one damn Skippy, if they see something crazy in the street of somebody actually doing something to their child, they won't even say anything. They will just ignore it and act like they don't see nothing. But because you can hide behind the screen, you just gonna let it loose and say whatever comes to mind. Because, you know, dang Skippy, like I said, if you saw a person actually treating a child like crap in real life, you would not say anything. You would just ignore it and you would keep it pushing. Because trust and believe, I've seen actual people treat their kids like crap in real life, and I'm just like, ew, yucky. But like, you kind of smile and nod. And I know that's what y'all doing too. Hey people, I'm back another day. I didn't get to finish my yapping chronicles Monday. It is now Wednesday. I have an interview today. Oh my God, wish me the best of freaking luck with that. I had an interview in like almost 3 years, so I'm a bit nervous, but yet excited. So yeah, wish me the best of luck on that. But back to the topic that I was talking about. The reason I finished it on Monday is because people came home, and I just don't like doing videos when people are home, because you'll hear all their like noise in the background, and sometimes people like to come in my room when I'm in the middle of recording. It's just, I just let her. I was like a bear when people are not home when I'm recording. So any whores, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I just feel like it's just really weird and really odd when adults at a big age is talking about children online. It's just so weird to me. Like, oh my God, like seeing that about, you know, North. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself as well, you saying all this about this little girl and about Kim's parenting, like they're gonna actually see what you're saying. They're actually gonna go through these YouTube comments like, I wonder what that person is saying to help better my parenting skills. Being for real, they're not gonna see it. Yes, Gizmo, my son, he has something to say as well. He's agreeing with me. He said, "Preach, mama." So it's just really odd to me, bruh. It's just really odd to me, and I just did not like that, because it's just like, y'all are just doing way too much for me on a child. It's just odd. It's just, I don't like that. You know, I feel like kids should just be off limits. Like, we don't need your 2 cents of what you think somebody should do with their child, unless it's like neglect or just like, you know, like if you see signs of just something really, really bad, you know, speak your truth. But like something as minuscule as that, it just was not necessary of the comments. And I ain't like that. And then like the same with like reality, you know, star kids in general. It's just like, yes, Gizmo, you want to see your piece too? He keeps yapping while I'm yapping. It's just, you know, you're subjecting your kids to people just bringing their 2 cents about your child. And I think that's why I get why people really just be like, family child channels are just not the wave. Like, just be a couple channel. Be just cringy and, you know, whatever, as just YouTube. But just like, people could know you have kids, but I don't think you would need to see the kids to know you have kids. Like, baby, I think we believe you, especially if we've seen you pregnant. Like, or even if like you had the kids prior to your channel, I don't think we need to see the kids. Baby, we believe you. You don't have to prove to us that you actually have kids. I don't know, it's just my opinion. But yeah, that's why I just never really liked and cared for family channels, because I just feel like you're just succumbing your kids to be like seen by so many people, and like they didn't even ask for that. But since they're just so young and they like live under your roof, they like sadly have to just do what you say, unless they're like older and they're just like, Mom, I'm not doing that, or whoever, you know? Just keep your kids off your platform. Like, that's why I always get, like I said prior, that certain celebrities don't show their kids, because it's just like, you people are nasty about children, kids. Weird bunch. But I think I've said all I need to say about that. Just it was so unnecessary to say the things they said about North. Like, that really just blew mine so bad. Cause like they made it seem like she said something real crazy, and she didn't. Like, she literally said something so just like minor, such a key thing to say, and you would think she like cussed or something, or said something really nasty about these people. She literally was just like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, oh my god, don't wear pearls like my mommy. And people are like, yeah, somebody needs to tell her that like pearls has been a thing forever. Like, girl, she's being sarcastic and she's being funny. Like, she's not dead. She's a kid. Relax. Like, she's 10. Oh, you can't use it, she's just a kid. It was an excuse. But in this situation, it makes sense, because she's literally just a kid. She didn't say anything crazy and offensive. She literally just said those 2 things. I make it seem like she done cuss some people out. Like, am I missing something? Like, did I not see something in the clip that all these other people saw in the clip? Because maybe I'm not paying attention enough. Maybe I need to open my eyes more. I don't know. People were just doing too much for me, and I just was not with it. I was not with it at all. And I was happy that those other people like commenting towards them, like, y'all are doing way too much. Like, I don't know what y'all seeing, but like, she didn't do nothing. Like, she did not do anything crazy. Like, y'all are doing the absolute most, and she didn't even say nothing crazy. Like, y'all just want to sit here and just have something to complain about. And it's just like, misery loves company, and that's for dang sure. That's for dang sure. Maybe I need to stop using my bronzer brush as a blush brush, because now I have like tint of my blush on my forehead because I use the same brush in my bronzer. Maybe I need to get back to my other brush. Maybe I should go back to this one. It's an actual blush brush. I haven't used it in like quite some time. You know, oh, I poked a lot. But yeah, enough about that. What is another topic I want to discuss? I don't know. Well, I was talking to my good friend. You know, we text internet besties, but one day we were going to meet. It is not giving catfish. It's actually them. I just want to talk about like how, you know, people are divesting into not wanting to, you know, block certain celebrities and stuff like that. And it's like, some people like, it makes no sense, it's not gonna work. And I feel like I can kind of agree with that, because certain people you're just like, I don't think that's really gonna work for, because like they make money outside of social media. I feel like this movement more so works to me for like content creators and stuff like that, because most of their revenue comes from social media and everything, as opposed to like a big top actor or musician or model. Like their money doesn't really come from social media. Like, yeah, they do social media to like keep in contact with their fans, but like most of their money doesn't really come from that. It comes from other things. So yeah, but like to me, I feel like, to me, the meaning of it is just like really thinking of like, where do your morals lie? Like, can you really just ignore, you know, after 7 months, can you just sit here and just be like, yeah, the celebrity that I like has not yet talked about this issue for the last 7 months. And there's just no way that like little old me can see it and somebody of your status hasn't seen. No way. No freaking way. There's no like, you know, what's the word? Like, there's just no way that you're just that oblivious to the world. You know, sometimes it's like, I don't really be on social media like that. Like, I try not to be on too much. You know, it's just no way that they can use an excuse to like not know, unless, especially like ones who do follow other people on social media, especially like you follow other, you know, celebrities, and there's no way you didn't see them posting about it and you're like, dang, let me do some research more about what they keep reposting about, because they've been reposting this for the last months, and now you didn't get informed about it and be like, let me start talking about that issue too, because that seems really serious. Or like celebrities who have in the past, you know, talked about certain issues, but then this one, they've just been super freaking mute. It's just no way. You can talk about everything else under the book. You even supported this place back in October, but there's no way you haven't got further informed since then to be like, dang, let me take back what I said, because I've been more formally informed about the situation. No, you're just never going to say anything. You're just going to be like, it is what it is. It just don't make no kind of sense, you know? To just sit here and know about this ongoing issue for 7 months and you still have not said anything. Like, I can't. I can no longer give you the benefit of the doubt, because now it's just like, And, you know, and it's funny because these same celebrities who have been political about certain things, like when it comes to Roe versus Wade and like they're going to tell us to vote in November, or ones that have told us to vote in the past, you know, for the midterms. Like, it's just so funny that you're like, oh, these people don't have to get political and they're just celebrities. You want them to say things like they're politicians. Like, baby girl, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. These people are very much political. They make things move. They make things shake when it benefits them. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. So it's like, don't give me that excuse like, oh, just focus on our politicians. Those are the people we need mad at. Baby girl, I can do both. I can do both because these people have power. They have acclaim. They have status. They have money that they love to tell everybody that they have. They love to tell people they're on the Forbes top $1 million, $1 billion list. Sorry. They can definitely put their money where their mouth is and help people out, because there's plenty others that have done it. And don't tell me, oh, they're scared that they're gonna get, you know, blackballed. Baby girl, these people, majority of the people that we're talking about are people that are too big to be blackballed, like just way too big to be taken down. Well, let's be so freaking for real. There are not some like little up and coming actor or musician or whatever. Like, these are the people that's at the top of the top, creme de la creme. They will be fine. You'll probably get a couple bit of hate, but baby girl, it's something that they're pretty much used to. Like, sorry, it's like, I feel like the eyelash in my eye. They will be fine. You can't use that as an excuse. You cannot use that as an excuse. So it's just like, either they just do not care, or they do not care. I think that's like the only like options that I can give, or I can say, is they just do not care. They do not give a damn. And it sucks because it's like I said, they've talked about things prior. They've done things prior. And even outside of Palestine, Congo, Sudan, they have never talked about those issues either. You know? But these same ones that have posted about when Notre Dame got burned. They was twiddling their fingers real fast to post, oh my God, a beautiful landmark has been burned. Da-da-da-da-da-da. People dying. Oh my God, why is this shirt so dirty? This is why I hate wearing white collared shirts. This is why I hate wearing white collared shirts. Maybe I should change. I think I'm gonna change it because it's like dirty and I just really not feeling it. I might change to like my satin one. But anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, y'all get where I'm coming from? Like, if you don't want to talk about what's going on, which is crazy, but nevertheless, you're not going to talk about the other issues. You're just like, everybody mute as a church mouse. Nobody has nothing to say about any else that's going on in the world. It just really shows you, and that's why I'm saying, like, this movement to me isn't to open your eyes and like, dang, like, you're cool, but it's like, why have you been so quiet? Like, why haven't you said anything? You can't be like, oh, I care about the world and kindness and love and sunshines and rainbows and butterflies, but like, you know, something serious is going on in the world, like multiple things, and you're just like, And you can't say like, everybody cannot everything. Trust me, if little old regular civilians and go out their way and do their due diligence into the world, college students can put their livelihoods on the line. Safety on the line. I went to protest a week ago. You know, regular civilians can do the job. They can too. They can too. They can put their money where their mouth is. Talk about all this peace and love and kindness and hug everybody and all that hoopla. Then they can sit here and they can talk about these issues that's going on. It's just you can't give me excuses anymore. The excuses have run out. Because like we said, they have the same devices as we do, the same access to the internet as we do. You know, the same books and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Resources, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just like we do. And they have money, so they got more access. So the makeup is eating. The makeup is eating. I just want to tell you that. The makeup is eating. God, this car, I hate white shirts. Why is it so dirty? It was not this dirty last night. I just want y'all all to know that. I'm getting sidetracked. It's just not making no sense to me that like I said, if a regular civilian, everyday people can do the job, really get the pieces work, so can they. So can who? So can they. So can mother they. But they choose not to. So you choose not to, then you know what? I don't want to deal with you anymore. I don't want to sit here and support you anymore. I don't want to sit here and share about your businesses or your venues or your da-da-da-da. Because you know what? If you want to show me in my face that you cannot care about people dying across the world globally in multiple forms of genocide, then why should I stay here and support you if you can't even do this? Especially if these people are from these places, you know? Especially if these people are from these places. Granted, they might not live there, but they from there, family from there, and this is hitting home for them, and they no longer want to support these individual people, and they're like letting you know and telling you that you shouldn't either. Don't stay here and try to tell them that this movement is dumb and this is stupid and this is not gonna work, because you can't say this to people that it's actually hitting home for, that's actually like affecting them personally. But even if it's not affecting you personally, it's just the common empathy to know that this is happening to people and you still too worried about the comfort of a person who has millions, some billions of dollars. Like we gotta really start thinking. We really gotta put our thinking caps on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just like, it's up to you. Are you able to prevent forest fires? I just wanted to say that. So yeah. Other things I wanted to talk about. This is funny to me that these like mostly people want to preach to us about, you know, sustainability and don't buy from these places and da 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 da, but has none of those same people have ever talked about what's going on either, which a lot of these genocides are also polluting the world and causing environmental issues. These same people ain't never talked about what's going on at one time, but you want to worry about these. And now I'm not saying you don't talk about what these fast fashion companies are doing or people who overconsume in consumption, because that is a very important topic to talk about, because it is a very much an issue. But you can't sit here and tell me you have not seen what's going on globally and not think about, damn, that's effective to the globe, you know. And there has been people that have talked about how this affects the environment too, and you have not talked about it yet. Clock that tea. Clock that tea. And I just see this one YouTuber that I really like. Well, she's originally started as a TikToker, but I discovered her as a YouTuber. Ricky, I remember when she talked about like how a lot, like she wants to boycott certain like fast fashion brands, but it's really hard for her because she is, one, she's a plus size girl, but two, she's a tall plus size girl. So it's hard for her to find clothes that are sustainable because they don't really make it, you know. So she has no choice but to rely on, you know, fast fashion brands. And it's just like, I think that's, you know, and I know they usually talk about people who do like big hauls and mostly are influencers, which I can't agree, because oh my god, I would be on my like YouTube like you know, the videos popping up and like new videos from this person, and I would see these particular people doing a haul like every other week, and I'm like, how many times you gonna do a haul? How many? Like, it's true. I agree with people like, you don't have to buy new clothes every time you go on vacation. Like, it's so true. Or like, I can agree with all that, but then I can also agree with people that like a lot of those sustainable like brands, they don't make past a large. And it's like, we gotta be real, a lot of people are not just a large. People are bigger than that, but they don't make any sizes bigger than that. So it's just like, you know, some people have to buy where they can, but like, you know, just be, you know, lenient of how much you buy from the brand, you know, like you don't have to buy constantly, like, you know, be reasonable, like don't OD, you know, if you have to, you have to, but just be cautious. I had so much that I want to talk about, but like my mind is going blank of like things that I want to discuss. Well, my son's birthday just passed this past Monday. I think I talked about it already. He is now 5. But that's not what I talked about. That's not what I talk about. I had so much more to say, and then like I have these topics in my head. So this is why I should start writing stuff down. Because now my mind going blank. I feel like my screen is dirty. Is it? Oh, it was. See, now it's clearer. But the beat is nice. Real nice for my interview. I feel like I have more to say, but I can't remember right now. I quite can't remember right now. If I remember, I'll just like come back on my screen, because like I said, this is a yapper video. As much as if I have anything that pops in my head and I need to say, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna say it. But at the moment, I can't remember what else I wanted to say. So peace out for now. Hi everybody, another day, another outfit, another look. You know, y'all see me in like 3 different days looking like 3 different people. But nevertheless, I'm back to discuss some more things that have popped into my noggin. I think this is gonna be the last day I record for this Yappa Chronicle until next time, because for the first part, my first day was 10 minutes and yesterday was 20. It's gonna be like already 30 minutes. So I don't really want to like lag all day. So let's get to going. We're gonna talk about the bear and the man scenario, because I was talking about it with my mom last night. You know, I feel like when I'm talking to my friends or my mother about things that I yapping to them about, it kind of like gets in my head like, oh my god, I could talk about that in my Yapper Chronicle. Like, get into it. So I'm gonna talk about that, and then something else that popped into my head too that I've been thinking about for a while. So the man versus the bear situation, or the man or the bear situation scenario, right? That somebody came up. I don't know who the person who came up with it. If y'all know, comment down below who came up with that. But I don't know who came up with it. But the way that like men has been blatantly obtuse of like why women would pick a bear in the wilderness over a random man in the wilderness, regardless if it's day or mother and night, is crazy to me. And then this one girl that I love on TikTok was like, men can understand that like men are dangerous because if they see like a domestic situation or just a situation of a man harassing a woman in a street, they would like, oh, I'm not gonna get involved because I don't know, bro gonna do blah blah blah. So you know how other men can be dangerous, and that's why you won't get involved. But now a woman or women in general are saying, yeah, I wouldn't sit here and be comfortable approaching a man or letting a man help me out if we were just us two in the woods. But if it was a bear, like, you know, I feel safer. And now men are just like, how can you sit here and say that? Like, I'm understanding, like, a bear will maul you, da 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 da. Yeah, but bitch, it would probably go by a lot faster than a random man that I'm gonna potentially see in the wilderness. Like, you understand the dangers of a random man on the street and da 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 da, an everyday scenario. But now that we have it in another hypothetical situation of a bear or a man, now you're just like completely so confused of why a woman would pick the bear. It's just so funny to me. Like, men are really just dumb. Like, more and more every day, I can just compute that men are really dumb. And like, it's so funny, like, when you see men in the comments about certain things, they're like, well, we invented everything. Baby, that wasn't you. That was another man who has some intelligence who invented that, not you. You are not the inventor that you think you are. Okay? Like be so for real. Like, be so for real. You are not the inventor that you think you are. Like, I'm here to tell you that right now. You know Thomas Edison. You know Benjamin Franklin. You know Sir Isaac Newton. You none of those people. You are a regular dude. Like, humble yourself so seriously. You are not that guy. Talking about men invented stuff. Buki, that wasn't you. You didn't invent that. Some other man did. You haven't invented anything but my nerves. Like, be so for real. Like, I hate when they say that because, like, men invented stuff. Okay. And sometimes if it was men that invented stuff, if it was somebody of color, they didn't get no credit. So let's be, or black men, let's be so for real. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, you are taking another person's accomplishment and making it like it's yours. I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. That accomplishment doesn't go to everybody, okay? The man who made Reese's Pieces Buttercup was not you. Like, I'm just telling you right now. The man who made the light bulb, all that wasn't you. So, stop. You sound ridiculous. Okay, moving on to another topic. I don't want to talk about men all day. Like, ugh, gag. Let's talk about another topic that's been on my mind because, something's always on my mind. So I always think about, like, how black, cosplayers are always getting, just get so much racism. And it just got me thinking to myself, y'all don't like black cosplayers or when black people draw certain anime characters black because they eat as black than their original form. Y'all gonna be mad, but I don't care. One thing about me, I don't care. I'm gonna say what I have to say. Because if I don't say it, who the hell else will? And I'm speaking my truth. And my truth is always right because, girl, this is my Yapper Chronicles. If you want to talk about something else, make your own channel. But nevertheless, no, listen. You haven't seen a black anime character that's anime, right? And you see somebody form them into black. Don't they eat just a little bit more? Tell me I'm lying. I'm not. Because they do eat. When you see them black cosplayers, they're eating. They just add a bit of a je ne sais quoi. No offense to the original person who made the anime, character. That's their hard work. But when they draw black, it's a little more eat. And when they cosplay them, it's a little more eat. And that's why y'all be fumbling in the comments, saying all your dumb shit because you know that they're eating. They're eating. It's just so funny to me because you know they're eating. And you hate it, so you want to be racist. Boo. Boo, you fucking loser. Boo, you fucking loser. I have not worn concealer under my eye in days. I've just been using foundation powder, and that's been my concealer. I don't know. I just haven't. Nevertheless, Yeah, you're just mad because they're eating. Oh my God, it really came into my mind. And I was like, why it took me so long to figure out that puzzle? That's why y'all mad. Because they're eating. And you hate it. So you have to sit here and be a hater because they're eating. Aww. Fucking losers. But nevertheless, or like, it's just so funny that people just hate seeing black people in like fantasy, like portrayals of like any type of fantasy. Like, bro, they could literally just be like, and then that would be so funny because they'd be like, well, just make a new character. Why do you have to sit here and take these relatively white characters and turn them to non-white people? Why don't you just make your own characters? Buki, I'm gonna hold your hand when you say this. You hate it even when we make our own characters because Black Panther, woo, those people hate that movie down. That's our own original character. Y'all hate our original characters. You hate our reinventing of a character that was already white and we made them non-white or black. So it's like, you know what? Keep it going. Keep stealing the white characters and give it to black women. I hate to do it because it makes the person garner hate, and I feel like these companies, if they're going to do that, needs to protect these people more. And it's sad because it's mostly the women that are getting the brunt of the force of the you know, the hatred. So I feel like these companies need to do a lot better of protecting these people, or like standing up and saying something like Rick did with Annabeth when he was like, I picked her. I don't care what y'all say about her. I said what I said. If y'all gonna hate on her, don't even tune into my stuff. Like, period. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna sit here and you're gonna like race then and change, you know, the character, stand 10 toes down for it and protect the person that you changed it, because those people are going to get hate. They're going to, you know, really just be treated harshly and over a fictional character. They love to bring a fictional character, but then when the fictional characters change races, all of a sudden everybody doesn't remember it's a fictional character. I knew we were but I knew it was down really bad when they got mad about a mermaid change and they really tried to bring a race to a mermaid. I just knew that races are really at their low. They were at their low. They were at their lowest when they were throwing hate to a black woman for a mermaid. I knew that races were at an all-time low. Like, I knew at that moment they were at their all-time low. Like, I was like, damn, race is down 1,000 because, damn, you're really sitting here going hard over a mermaid. I knew at that moment they were down 1,000 because I can't even take y'all serious because you're really big mad over a fucking mermaid. A mythical creature that's not real that we know of. Because I'm the type of bitch, I think all these type of things are real because I don't know how somebody could come with a deep description of these creatures and it can't be real. But nevertheless, at the moment they give it mythical. It's just like a mermaid. But they live this deep underwater. How can they have like anything that is mythical fantasy? Y'all just don't believe that non-white people or black people exist in that, because your fantasy is that these people don't exist and it's just white people all day long. Y'all don't want to say that. So y'all try to cover it up. No, Pookie, stand 10 toes down in it. You just only want a white utopia. And that every time you see a fantasy world, you want the fantasy of a white utopia. So when a non-black or black person is in it, it makes you mad because it's like, this is not my fantasy. Why am I seeing people that don't look like me all over my fantasy? Y'all hated Rue in the Hunger Games and she was black in the book. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, I want original characters because y'all hate on the original characters. Okay? Y'all hate on the original characters because y'all just don't want to see us. I don't want to hear that. And I hate when other people that are not white or black say that too, because it's just like, shut up. Shut up. they're gonna hate regardless if it's an original or it's a switcheroo. And stop saying blackwashing. Blackwashing does not exist. It is not on the same caliber as whitewashing. Like, we are not about to argue about that. I am not gonna argue with you, Timothy or Samantha, about that, because you want to see and get a reaction out of me by saying that. No, bitch, you know it's not the same. It's never going to be the same. Just like reverse racism is not going to exist. Just like reverse colorism will never exist. Like, it's just it's like the systematic, like, same thing with skinny shaming and fat shaming are never going to be the same, because these things are systematic, embedded into our society from the dawn of time. Well, maybe not the dawn of time, but like, it's never going to be the same. So it don't matter. You cannot make it happen. So stop trying to, because it's not. Loser. Like, shut up. Like, it's not, I'm not arguing with y'all about that. You will never catch me arguing with them about that. I get to the troopers for arguing them down about it, but not me. Because you sound dumb as hell trying to convince somebody something like that, and it's not finna be me. You gonna talk to a brick fucking wall, because you ain't finna talk to me. Are you dumb? Like, you getting mad because a black woman's playing Juliet and Romeo and Juliet in a musical in London? Bitch, you don't even live in London. First of all, the original people that played Juliet were men, because women couldn't even be in plays. Oh my God. Like, Shakespeare never gave a race to Juliet or Romeo. Yes, they were all white because it was, of the time. But I don't think Shakespeare is shaking his boots right now like, how dare you? Like, you're probably happy that it's a woman this time around and not a man anymore. I don't know. He not here. He dead. Sorry. I'm not, actually. It's just like, oh my God. Races are 1,000. Because y'all really be arguing about the dumbest shit. Oh my God. And it comes to the point, like, yeah, these people really are miserable. Like, you always knew these people were miserable, but, like, damn. When you see what they get mad at, it really solidifies in your noggin. Like, these people are really miserable. And they're not worth arguing with. Like, they really not. Like, when you see what they get mad about, it really solidifies in your head. Like, these people are really miserable. And it's a waste of time to argue with them. It's a waste of time to argue with them and trying to prove your stance, because these people are miserable. Miserable. It's dumb as hell. Dumb as a sack of peanuts. Even the ones that's hard educated. Still dumb. Because it's like, when you see the things that they get mad at and shaking and crying and throwing up about, and it's just like, I look like I'm about to sneeze, but I'm not. It's just, I'm just like processing, like, what? Like, what? Like, okay. Okay. You sound dumb as hell. And I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with dummies. I'm not wasting my brain cells arguing with your dumb ass. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I think a lot of you should sit here and go do the same. And that is my piece. That is my end of my Yabba Chronicles. Like always, like, comment, and subscribe. Share it to everybody that you think will sit here and want to hear me yapping for 40-something minutes. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces up.